وارحمهم كما ربونا صغارا رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, we bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except the Almighty Allah. We bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is his last and final messenger. We ask Allah for his forgiveness, for his guidance, and we ask Allah husnul khatimah for us and for all Muslims. Ameen. From now on, brothers and sisters, I would like you to bring your mushaf with you. From now on, please bring your copy of the Quran with you. If it's not in a written form, at least digital form in your cell phone. And we will recite a passage of the Quran, do half of the class tafseer, and the other half a regular lecture, questions and answers, inshallah. Because we need to allow the Quran to penetrate our hearts. We are not giving enough time to the Quran, the Ummah as an Ummah. And that's why we are still weak as Muslims. If we want Allah to give us back the honor He gave to the Sahaba, we know what to do. Very simple. Allow this book to really touch our heart in recitation, in studies, Quran circle studies, and sharahan, tafseer, questions and answers. Hopefully Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make us more able to implement the laws. When we don't even know the laws, how do we think we're going to implement? So from now on, inshallah, the first hour we will give for tafseer, recitation and tafseer, and the second hour we will give for regular topic, like the topic of last week, inshallah. So if you have your cell phones with you and you have an app or an application, please open Surah alQasas, Surah 28. Surah 28. I want to show you a beautiful story here. Verse Verse 20. Verse 20. Surah 28, verse 20. Surah alQasas. Please share, for those who don't have, share your mushaf with somebody else who doesn't have. Are you all there, inshallah? Okay, read after me, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى. وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى. What are you doing now? What are you doing? Reading. You are in another way implementing the first command Allah gave to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Remember, the first command, what was it? Iqra. Very good. So this is no less. This is the most important ibadah you do, is reciting the Quran. Yalla. Imagine you are in the cave, at least the cave of Jahiliyyah, darkness. You are far away from Allah. You are not in a physical cave. And there is a chance to recite Quran. There is someone reading, and you repeat. Just do your best. قال يا موسى. قال يا موسى إن الملأ يأتمرون بك ليقتلوك. فاخرج إني لك من الناصحين. فخرج منها خائفا يترقب. قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين
قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين
ولما توجه تلقاء مدين قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل
قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل
ولما ورد ماء مدين وجد عليه أمة من الناس يسقون ووجد من دونهم امرأتين تذودان قال ما خطبكما قالتا لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء وأبونا شيخ كبير فسقى لهما ثم تولى إلى الظل فقال رب إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير فجاءته إحداهما تمشي على استحياء قالت إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصص قال لا تخف نجوت من القوم الظالمين قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين قال إني أريد أن أنكحك إحدى ابنتي هاتين 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 على أن تأجرني 8 حجج. Very good. فإن أتممت 10 فمن عندك وما أريد أن أشق عليك ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين. قال ذلك بيني وبينك أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي والله على ما نقول وكيل. Excellent. Well done. MashaAllah. Still malu, takut. You are afraid. I don't know why you are afraid. You shouldn't be afraid. Raise your voice. Make mistake, we correct it. Okay, very good. This story is very amazing and is quite relevant to our time. This is the story of Musa alayhi salam when he went to, as a young man. Musa as a young man alayhi salam. We have seen Musa as a baby. Musa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about his life when he was baby, what happened to him. Then he grew up in the house of the Pharaoh. Then, when he killed one Egyptian by mistake, he punched him. He didn't want to kill him, but the punch was too strong. The Egyptian died. And then when Pharaoh found out, because of a Jew, Pharaoh didn't know who killed the Egyptian except when a Jew from the family of, what his name? Musa alayhi salam, told Pharaoh. And he was the very man that Musa tried to save. SubhanAllah. Learn from the Quran. Quran, this story is not said there for you and me to just look at it. There is hikmah. Now when Musa was exposed, who saved him? A man from the family of Pharaoh. Now follow me. One from your own family saves you to the enemy. Musa and his people versus Pharaoh and his people. Who are the people of Musa? What are they called? Bani Israel. Right? Who are the people of Pharaoh? Who are the people of Pharaoh? Malays or Egyptians? See, why are you scared? I'm not Pharaoh, don't worry. I'm Musa, inshallah. But here. Now Musa, by mistake, punched one Egyptian who was fighting with one Israelite. Why Allah tells us this story? Why we have to know this story? Why we didn't pass it? Why Quran just didn't go straight to the something else? No, Allah wants you to know. The same very man who was from Bani Israel, who was fighting with the Egyptian, and Musa alayhi salam tried to save, he's going to sell him. Sell him to Pharaoh. Expose him. Okay, let's use the word expose. Nobody knew that was Musa who killed the Egyptian because they were just still investigating. The man who said is the very man who Musa tried to save. So learn. Who is going to tell Musa, Musa, run, go? He's a man from Egypt. So there was a good man with the bad people of Fir'aun. So always, please understand, do not generalize. Don't think everybody on that camp is bad. Always, in the other side, there is someone who is good. And don't think everybody on your side is good. There will be bad people too. Bad apples. And your job is to be clever and find out. Is this clear? That's the first lesson we learned. Here is verse 20. Go to verse 20, please. Surah alQasas. And I asked one of the brothers to read for us the English. Wazir, you have English?
Yes.
Read please the English.
And there came a man running from the furthest end of the city. He said, O Musa, verily, the chiefs are taking counsel together about you, to kill you, so escape. Truly, I am to you of those who give sincere advice.
Very good. Musa now is in trouble. They know about him. So the chiefs of Fir'aun got together and they said what to do. So they all decided to kill him. Kill this man. So this man, who is from the Egyptians' side, come to Musa and tell him, please run. I am advising you. They are going to kill you. So Musa alayhi salam takes his advice seriously and leaves Egypt for 10 years. He is not coming back until after 10 years. Now pay attention to the resemblance between Prophet Musa alayhi salam and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Musa is going to leave Egypt for 10 years. How long did Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam leave Mecca? 10 years. So there is a resemblance. The most resembling prophet to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is Musa alayhi salam. That's why the story of Musa is the most repeated story in the Quran. Allah is telling us, learn from the story of Musa. O Muhammad, O Muslims, you have in Musa a good example. Learn from him. Learn from his story. Okay, when Musa alayhi salam leaves Egypt, he leaves Egypt by himself. خائفا يترقب. 21. Sister Rosita, read for us the English. 21.
So he left it, fearful and anticipating. He said, my Lord, save me from the wrongdoing people.
Very good. This is the dua when you are scared. Whenever you are afraid, رَبِّ نَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Memorize this dua. Whenever you are scared from anyone, make the dua of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. Musa was wanted badly. And he's dead. I tell you why death. Fir'aun never liked him anyways. Who liked Musa? His wife. Pay attention. Some people never like you. Actually, it's his wife who likes you. Likes you as son, as a teacher, as a good brother, but not him. Okay? Fir'aun never liked Musa. But since Asya, the wife of Fir'aun, liked him so much, and she said, I want to raise this child. That's it. So Allah saved him through the love of a woman. Allah works in amazing manners, my dear brothers and sisters. You can never understand the plans of Allah. Just surrender. Trust Allah. That's all. Your job is to trust. Leave the rest for Allah. So, we all know the story when he was kid. Allah commanded his mother, breastfeed him and put him in the cradle and let him go into the sea, into the river. The river will take him where? To Fir'aun palace. Fir'aun will raise him. That's the power of Allah. You want to see the power of Allah? It's in the story of Fir'aun is killing every baby except the baby that he must kill. He will raise him. Now, is there any more power than this? You want to kill a certain child. You kill everybody except him. Not only you don't kill him, you end up raising him to finish you at the end. Because too arrogant. Okay. Now Fir'aun has a reason. Has a reason to go after Musa, his wife cannot object. He said he's murderer, he's guilty. We found out. And he's not guilty. Guilty is when you mean to kill. But Fir'aun is, that's it. And this is why Fir'aun wants to kill him, because this man was not Egyptian. So racism. He was an Israelite, so we shouldn't care. He's not one of us. Don't do that. Stand up for justice, even if it's against your own family. Justice means justice. I don't care who you are. And whether you're my father or mother or brother or sister, sorry. I'm blind when it comes to justice. But Fir'aun, no. He said, bring him to me, dead or alive. All right, now, Musa alayhi salam is normal. A human being is afraid for what these people are doing to him. Allah said, so he, Musa, escaped from there, from Egypt, looking about in a state of fear. He was really afraid. He said, my Lord, he turned to Allah, Rabbi najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. Save me from the people who are zalim, wrongdoers. These are wrongdoers. They will not give me what you call fair trial. They will not even listen to me. They will put me just into death. That's it. So this is the dua. Please, all of you memorize it and use it. Rabbi najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it always. Especially when you are afraid. Rabbi najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. Quran zalim. Save me from Quran zalim. And leave it up to Allah. He will save you His way. Follow me. Follow me, please. Musa alayhi salam. Where is he now? On the way. On the way to somewhere. The nearest country to him. Outside the jurisdiction of Fir'aun. Fir'aun, Egypt. Okay? Fir'aun's kingdom is Egypt. Musa alayhi salam is going to go out of Egypt. So he goes to Madian. Madian, not Maidin. Takbir. Okay? This is a city where between Jordan and Palestine. So he goes, seeks refuge there. This land was not under Fir'aun. Musa was a brave man. He crossed the desert by himself. No one dared to cross the desert by himself. In history, Musa did it by himself. Never try to cross the desert on your own. You will die, believe me. Especially when you don't know. He was not born in the desert. He was not a Bedouin. He was a man of city. And he grew up in a palace. Now, question to you, before we end, we continue the story. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed the life of Musa alayhi salam to grow up in a palace? Two prophets grew up quite well. Yusuf alayhi salam and Musa alayhi salam. They were pampered. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, no. His childhood was very tough, severe. Oh, why Musa? Yes?
Prepare him.
To prepare him for what?
For being king.
I don't have to grow in your palace to be against you. There is another reason. Yes. What is it?
So that he doesn't know that boy is a threat.
Okay? So Fir'aun will not know that Musa is a threat to him. Okay?
To know their habits.
To know their habits. Good. What else?
To be influential.
To be influential. It's coming. You are getting closer.
To have power.
To have power.
Leadership.
Leadership. To grow up as a free. Because there was either slavery or freedom. If he grew up with the Egyptians, with the Bani Israel, he will be a slave. And slaves cannot lead. You have to know something. No slave will ever lead. A good leader must be a free man.
Including Mamluks.
Huh?
Mamluks.
Yes. That's why they had to let go. The point we are making, Allah Azza wa Jalla is teaching us. Now this boy is going to free Bani Israel, right? He cannot live with that because he will get the disease. The disease of slavery. Takut, cannot say anything.
But Rasulullah was not a slave.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yeah, but he grew up free. He grew up free, the Prophet. You understand? All prophets were free. If Musa's people were enslaved by another people. The people of Rasulullah were not enslaved. There was slavery everywhere, but they were not enslaved. The Arabs were not slaves. They were never occupied, by the way. And this is why Allah chose Muhammad from Mecca. Mecca and Medina have never been occupied. The Persians never came to their land. The Romans never came to the land. So he has to be immune, protected. Then he can free the world. This is very important. In the psychology of nations, So Musa, his life, may Allah be pleased with him, was designed that subhanAllah, the only way to save him is that he grows up with the free. So that he becomes able to change them. Bani Israel later on. Okay. Now Musa alayhi salam is on the way. When did he make dua? On the way. So the answer is coming. Rabbi Najini, or Allah protect me from Orang Zalim, through actually an old man. Through his two daughters. So protection will come through a weak person. Amazing. The more you study the stories, he crosses the desert, he arrives at one place. What does he do? He's exhausted, tired, he goes and rests under a tree. He is under a tree. Then he sees two young girls, teenagers, age of marriage, walking nervously. He asks them, what's wrong with you? Look at it. 22, yalla. Let's go one by one. Ahmed, 22.
And when he directed himself towards Midian, he said, perhaps my Lord will guide me to the Samway.
Very good. قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل. When he went towards Midian, he said, Inshallah, Allah will, not perhaps, the best translation is, Allah will help me. He had yaqeen, Allah will look after me. But he had to leave, hijrah. So Musa also did hijrah. Musa migrated, left that land because those people wanted to kill him. Like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he migrated, it's because people wanted to assassinate him. Remember the night of his hijrah, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? What happened? In the night of his hijrah, what happened? 10 men came to kill him, 10 assassins. 10. So that his blood spreads among 10 tribes. From every tribe they brought young men with a sword with poison. So that when they stab him and kill him, the family of the Prophet ﷺ will not ask for, he cannot really take revenge. Because how can you fight 10 tribes? You can't. They will accept ransom money and that's it. The problem is over. They thought. But Allah Azza wa Jal protected him. He left, mashallah. While Allah made them sleep, He put some sand on their heads. Why He put sand? Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Why did He put sand? To tell them, I passed. I'm not like you. I could kill you while asleep. Take your dagger, put it in your hand. Dagger, put in your hand. He didn't do it. He knows that these people, they really know nothing. He knows who are the masters. Abu Lahab, Abu Jahl, Umayyah bin Khalaf, Abu Sufyan. These are the people who wanted to kill him. These are just paid people to do it. So he left them. When they got up, they found all sand. And they realized, oh man, he passed. He's a good man. He could have killed us. We came to kill him. Allah made us sleep. He could have killed us. That is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now back to Musa alayhi salam. رَبِّ نَجِّنِي مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. So the dua is already working. By the time he reached Madian, Allah prepared for him who will, inshallah, protect him. So now he reaches the water. وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. Another sister now. Yes, Sister Shamin. 23.
When he arrived at Midian's waters, he found a group of men watering their flocks, and beside them 2 women keeping their flocks back. So he said, "What is the matter with you two?" They said, we cannot water our flocks until the shepherds take their sheep away. Our father is a very old man."
Very good. Do you know I can take 2 hours just explaining this ayah? Look, when he reached the waters, the wells, he went to rest. But he saw something. What is it? He saw a group of men, shepherds, men, watering, giving water to their sheep, to their cattle. And 2 young girls, waiting, but walking nervously. They were not happy. They were irritated. When he saw that, he went to the girls and said, "What's wrong with you?" He didn't say, "Salamu alaikum, apakabar." No, careful. Straight. He said, "What's wrong with you?" Meaning, how can I help you? Look what they said. Before the answer, it's amazing. He went to them. This is gentleman. A gentleman, when he sees a sister in trouble, he says, "Assalamu alaikum, how can I help you?" That's it. Very important. Sometimes under the pretext of being religious, we see sometimes some people, especially sisters, in trouble, no one wants to help. And some of you, mashallah, help only if the sister is very beautiful. Takbir. If she is average, no one wants to stop. If she is really, mashallah, burra, putte, blue eyes, everybody breaks. Every brother wants to help. Here is the proof. During the Bosnian War, every brother I know wants to, mashallah, help Bosnian sisters. During the Bosnian War, there was another crisis, Somalia. Nobody wants to go to Somalia and help. Everybody wants to go to? No, we know why. Sheikh, we need to marry them, to help them. The yatim, widows, takbir. How about the other sister from Somalia? Double standard. Okay. Now pay attention, follow. He found 2. The Quran said, Imra'atayn. Look at it. He found 2 ladies. Although they are young girls. They are young. They're youth. But he said, women. Who can that be? The Quran said, he found 2 women walking nervously, keeping back their flocks. They don't want the flocks to mix with those men. But why he called them Ra'atay? Because they were mature. They behaved like mature women. Are our girls who are teenagers behaving like mature women? Some, alhamdulillah. He said, "What's wrong with you?" What did they say? Look at the answer. They said, so direct question, direct answer. We can't mix with them. This is why. They feared Allah. Although they had every reason to mix with men. Water, sorry, I need to go home. So for our daughters, you need to fear Allah and learn from this story. These 2 girls, although they were in dire need to give water to their flocks and go back home, usually people try to look for a reason to mix. They still waiting. But those shepherds want the girls to mix with them so that they talk. So Musa alayhi salam steps in. Before he steps in, look at the end. وَأَبُونَا شَيْخٌ كَبِيرٌ. Musa, what did he ask? What was his question to the girl? What's wrong with you? The answer is, sorry, we cannot mix. No, the girls said something else. They said, sorry, we cannot mix with those men, and our father is an old man. Why they say? He didn't ask them about their father, right? Did he say, where is your father? Why they said that?
Because the only reason they are there is because their father can't be there.
Very good. They're telling him, brother, don't think that of us. If our father is not old man, we wouldn't even be here. If our father is still strong like he used to, we the girls, we don't go out. We have a reason. We don't have brother. And our father is an old man. Today, most of our women are out. May Allah forgive them. Whether you are young or old. Takbir. Sheikh, please, easy on us. I am easy on you. That's the truth. So they were telling him, sir, we are here because we don't want to meet. I mean, we are here keeping, although it's not easy. I took care of animals, especially I was a shepherd. It's not easy to stop your animals from drinking water because they are thirsty. It's not easy. So it means there was a lot of stress on them because they don't want to mix. Oh, because, sorry, that sheep is an animal, doesn't understand and wants to drink. She sees water the whole day. Thirsty. Okay, so he realized now he's dealing with two wonderful girls. He says, okay, I take care of your sheep. So he watered for them, gentlemen. Okay, I do it. You wait. He didn't say, it's okay, la, I'm here, I watch you. He did the job for them. He didn't say, sisters, go, mix, no problem, I'm here. If any man talks to you, no, because he's wrong. He's wrong that men and women mix, simple as this. Please understand this. Even when you have a good reason, because that's where shaitan start playing with you. When we left these teachings of Islam, now, alhamdulillah, sisters on one side, brothers on one side. Can we have class or not? Okay, yallah, sit near each other and shoulder to shoulder. You don't know the sister. You study now? Do you study? You're human. Careful, my sisters. That's the deen. What did he do? For 24. Yallah, brother. Some of you. Nazri. Raise voice.
So he wanted the flock for them. Then he turned back to Sheikh and said, Allah, truly I am in need for whatever good that you bestow on me.
Very good. Here's the second dua of Prophet Musa. The first dua, Rabbi najini min al-qawmi zalimin. Oh Allah, save me from all zalim. Here is second dua. Rabbi. So we learn today what to Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. MashaAllah, all Malays memorize this because they want risky. Dua of jihad, you never know it. Takbir. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. This is dua of rizq. You want rizq? Make this dua. What did he do after he watered for them? He went to the shade of the tree, and he rested. Gentlemen, he didn't ask them for anything. He did it for Allah's sake, and he went and rested under the tree and made this dua. Oh my Lord, I am really poor when it comes to the khair that you have sent to me. I know my khair is somewhere. I don't know where to locate it. Please help me. The answer comes immediately. The answer comes immediately. Yallah, let's see. Yes.
The question on
Yeah, go ahead, ask.
On this dua,
Yeah.
you elaborate it on the adab of dua. Sometimes you will ask Allah directly what you want, but you make dua like this. Allah knows.
He's a prophet, and he's in need, and he is tired, and he is scared. All the dua will be answered. But Rasulullah taught us what to say. Adab al-dua later on. No problem. You want me to tell you the adab of al-dua? No problem. But the point is, he made dua to Allah, right? Right after a good deed. He did a good deed, which is help to ladies, vulnerable, weak, and prevented them from mixing, prevented those people. We don't know how, if they fear Allah or not. Definitely there will be one of them or two who will say, hey, manis. He did his job. Then he went, and the sheikh, meaning he protected himself. He looked good after himself. The fact that he went to the sheikh means what? He was not like, oh, I'm a prophet, Allah will protect me. No. When you travel, you also have to look after yourself. Rest in the right place. And then he made dua. Now, the adab of dua, let me finish the story and then remind me please to tell you how to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Adab and manners of dua. Any other question?
Is Musa Islam's prophet right now or not?
Was Musa prophet or not? Good question. Was he given wahyu? No. Who told you? Could be.
In ayat 14,
Nah.
when he attained his full strength, and was
آتيناه
perfect in
حكما
manhood,
وعلما.
we bestowed on him hukman, prophethood.
حكما وعلما. Yes.
So before
Yes.
the fight took place in
Yes. Yes.
Panchama, he was bestowed.
Good.
How was he bestowed the hukman?
Later on. Don't worry. How was it? How was Ibrahim at the age of 16 given hukman wa ilma? Allah said, Yahya, Yusuf. Hukm means one thing, nubuwa means another thing. Allah may give you very good mind, but not yet prophet. Because you cannot say why the prophet was not given prophethood until the age of 10. But Quran didn't say that the prophet was not given hukm when he was young. Otherwise, how can he, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, how can he make peace between the tribes of Arabia when the Kaaba was rebuilt? Remember Hajar al-Aswad? All the prophets were given hukm from a young age. Hukm means what? Hikmah. Not prophethood necessarily. Some prophets were very young when Allah chose them to be prophets. Some no. 40 and up. 40 and up. But he was making dua. Focus on what dua he made. When you are in trouble and scared, which dua? Number one, Rabbi najini min al-qawmi zalimin. When you are hungry, weak, needing risk, here is the dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. The answer comes immediately. One of them will come, one of the girls. Yalla, Sister Ilahi. English?
Number 25.
20.
Then there came unto him one of the two women, walking shyly. She said, Lo, my father bedeath thee, that he may reward thee with a payment for that thou didst water the flock. Okay.
Very good. You read Shakespeare's English. You should read Sheikh Zoubair's English. Sheikh Zoubair's English very simple. Everybody understands. Shakespeare. Okay. Repeat.
And then one of the two women approached him, walking shyly, and said, My father is asking for you. He wants to reward you for watering our flocks for us.
Excellent. One comes now. Question. Why when they were watering, looking after the flocks, there were two girls? Two sisters were looking after the flock. But when it was time to call him, the father said only one. Why? And the Quran said, فَجَاءَتْهُ إِحْدَاهُمَا تَمْشِي عَلَى اسْتِحْيَاءٍ. Shyly. She came very shy. Why is she very shy now? Because she is alone. A woman is extremely shy when she is alone. Normal women, abnormal women, Allah knows. Takbir. Takbir. Serious. A woman, when she is alone, she is more shy than if there is another. Now you know why Islam never allows a woman to be alone? Even in Shahada, even in testimony, there should be two women. Her shyness may prevent her from remembering what happened. So that's why in Islam, one man and two women. In testimony, if there are no two men, we bring one man and two women. So that the woman, because women by nature are shy. They are shy, creation of Allah. Haya, they're very good. That's a very good thing about them. But because she was lonely, she was very shy. And she's talking to this hero. Why he was hero? Because he was strong. Because he did something. That rock, you need 10 shepherds to remove it. The rock that is put on the well. He by himself moved it. Listen. All shepherds wait for each other to come, remove a rock, because that area, water is very scarce, so they have to protect it. They put a rock, heavy rock, on the well, so that no one, spoils their well. When the shepherds left, Musa by himself, alayhi salam, removed the rock, water for the girls' flocks, put it back. So the girl is gone. The girls went and told their father how great this man is, how gentleman, stranger, and strong dad. He's strong. Strength is a very important ability to have, physically, spiritually. So now she's coming, she is alone. That's why she is shy. If her sister is with her, at least she's shy. Means they were very good people. I tell you her name later on. Her name is Safura.
Why did the father send her alone?
Because the other one cooked. Very good. Why the father sent only one? Because there is no need for the two to go. When there is a need, no problem, send them all. When there is no need, why you send all your daughters?
Yeah, but the father does not know the character apart from what the
No, they told him.
sister.
In another ayah, in another surah, the girls told him, Dad, you should see this man. He was so good. All men were waiting for us to, play games with us. This man didn't even look at us. He prayed and this helped us and went and rested. And he's strong, Dad. And one suggested, hire him, Dad. We would see. She says, hire him. Why? So that he doesn't go out. Hire him then. And one way to say I like him is hire him. Politely. Listen, when you like someone, tell your dad, would you hire that man? The father should understand. Polite. Don't say, Daddy, I think I like him. Don't do that with your father. We'll see. It's coming. So one came. No need to send the whole platoon to invite someone for Makan. One enough. So she went and she said to him, Dad is inviting. We will see what Musa will tell her. Wait. Very nice. Very adab. Even when there is a feeling, there is adab. Manners. Very good. She said, our father, inna abi, my father is inviting you. Not we invite you. Would you please come? My father, not us. My father, man to man. Is inviting you to do what? Actually to pay you back for the labor you have done. Good people. Just subhanallah. For just watering, they want to give him money. Some of us, people work for you all their lives, still you don't give them. Your maid works the whole month. You don't give her salary. And you expect that she will like you. Somebody may work all his life. At the end, maybe throw him, yalla, out. What is this? The father, as soon as he heard that this, she said to his daughter, go call him. I want to pay him for just that little time he spent. SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. And this man is foreigner. Take care of foreigners. Brothers and sisters, the biggest mistake that we Muslims do, we don't take care of foreigners. And by the way, we think we are doing favor to them. Careful. Careful of this mentality. To think they are doing favor. They both. Someone is doing you favor, you're doing a favor. Sure. This is the truth. What is America without Mexicans? Yalla. Those who live in America understand. Without Mexicans. Labor, I'm not talking politics, this is labor. Economics actually. So, he wants to pay him. He wants to know him. Alright, so one goes and she says, Dad, my dad is inviting you to give you some kind of reward for what you have done when it came to giving water to our animals. When he came, he told him his story, meaning I'm running away from the king Fir'aun because of this and this and this. Okay, listen man, before this. The hadith says, this is why we need hadith. When that woman came, he was under the tree, the shade of the tree, resting. He was tired, exhausted. She talked to him from far. Sir, my father is inviting you to, talk to you and to give you something for what you have done. He doesn't have where to go, so he's going. He says, follow me. Who should follow the other one? Who should follow the other one? Logic. Says who? Musa should follow her. He doesn't know, he's stranger, he doesn't know Tamankun. Takbir. So you tell me, you go first, I will follow you. No. He said to her, you follow me. And tell me, turn right. Kanan, terus, kiri. Third house, on your right hand side. Why? So that he doesn't look at her body. Yes, this is fear of Allah. No ladies first, man first. I'm against ladies first. Anyone who tells you ladies first is wrong. Takbir. Ladies first means you fall in the hole first. Man first. Why man first? Allah created Adam first. So man has to take responsibility. In salat, your own wife prays behind you, your mother, your daughter prays behind you. This is always ladies first. Man first. You walk before your mother? Yes, you walk at night. If there is hole, you fall, not her. Serious. This is Islam. But no, ladies first. Ladies first. Until poor ladies, if there is mine, ladies first. Yallah. Alas. Abis. So, the hadith said that Musa alayhi salam asked her to walk behind him. Fear of Allah. So that he does not have to look at her body. Today, man, keep gazing at women, walking behind women. See the fear of Allah? She's going to tell her father later on how impressed she is because she tells him he is honest and he is strong. They have seen the strength. Both girls saw the strength, but this girl saw another thing in him. When he told her, walk behind me. She saw trust. Then this man is not a bad man at all. So that's why she says, hire him then. Later on she will say, please hire him. He's a good man. And she says why? He is strong and he is trustworthy. How did she know he was trustworthy? It's only the story when he said to her, walk behind me, sister. SubhanAllah. And also not to make shubha. Imagine a lady is walking and you're walking behind her. That's shubha. But if you are walking and the lady behind you, that's not shubha. You know what is shubha? Shubha, you say subahat. MashaAllah. Shubha. It's something not good. A woman walking before you and you walk, not good. Okay. So, now, MashaAllah, Sister Hanis, your turn now. One of them said, sorry, before. He said he talks to him now. The man said, when he came to know about his story, by the way, he's not Shu'aib, he's not Prophet Shu'aib. Don't mix between Prophet Shu'aib and this man of Madian. Prophet Shu'aib was much earlier than Musa. And he died already. This is another man. Maybe his name is Shu'aib, but not Prophet Shu'aib. When he heard his story, the man said to Musa, don't worry, my son, you are safe. Madian is not under Fir'aun. It's not one of his cities. Because those days, there was no like now borders and this and that. He told him, I know. And he was influential man. Although he was weak physically, but his connections were good. So he told him, I can save you. I can provide protection for you. So, perhaps sister.
One of the two women said, O my father, hire him, for the best man that thou canst hire is the strong, the trustworthy.
Very good. One of them, what did she suggest to her father? Hire him, Dad. Dad, hire him. What's the benefit of hiring this man? Number one, the girls will stay, spend more time with their aging father. The father is about to die. Or, old people means they are very near to die. Would you understand that and be nice to them? And sabar on them? Instead of, thinking your father is a pain in the neck, your mother, she limits your stuff. Be nice to them until they go. And you will regret. When they go, you will see. You will remember what I say. Sabar. Sabar, my brothers and sisters. And Jannah, you cannot enter it freely. Allah will test you with elders. What can you do? They become slow. They become like children. They want things right now. For example, she asks you, cook for me fish. You prepare fish, she doesn't eat fish. Takbir. What can you do? It's okay, sabar. Okay. So, they want to spend time with their father. While this man takes care of the job of outside. Oh, I see. That's one. Second, one suggested, Dad, hire him, please. Hire him. Don't let this man go. So there is nothing wrong for a young girl to suggest to her father anything, including hiring someone. Because she saw, the father didn't see him outside. This girl experienced him twice. When he removed the water, the rock and water for them, and when he told her, sister, walk behind me. Show me the way to your father. Why? You can still direct me. I don't have to be in front of you. So she said, Dad, don't let this man go. And this is the girl he's going to marry. Her name is Safura, not Sapura. Safura. Now wait a minute. Pay attention to what I'm going to say. You don't find it in tafseer, what I'm going to tell you. You don't find it in books. Musa alayhi salam is from where? No, his people are what? Chinese or Indian?
Bani Israel.
Bani Israel. Safura and her father? Bedouin Arabs. Musa got married with an Arab woman. So the idea of Judaism is destroyed completely. Here, right here. Stick to this. The Jews say, the Jewish, your mother must be Jewish for you to be Jew. Right? Do you know that or not? The Jews. If your father is a Jew and your mother is not, you are not a Jew. Your mother must be Jew. If your father and mother Jew, that's even better. But minimum is mother must be Jew. So we tell them, why did your prophet Musa alayhi salam marry an Arab woman? And it's the Arabs who gave him hospitality, as usual. You just don't understand the level of brainwashing the enemies of Allah have done to your mind and my mind through the movies. You don't understand what they have done to you and me, my brothers and sisters. You just don't feel it yet. So, this Arab family is going to give him shelter. And knowing who is he. He told him, I'm a Jew. Jew, not in religion. Jew in blood. And this is where I come from. I'm escaping persecution. So the man opens his, and he's offering him marriage. And that's the right thing to do in this case. Never hire someone, especially living in your house, without marrying one of your daughters. Because people speak bad. So the girls suggested, Dad, istajir, ya abati. Ya abati is a very good way of calling father. There is abi and there is abati. Which one is used there? Abati. Abati is my dear father. She was speaking to him like, dear father, please hire this man. Hire him. Why? She saw two qualities in him. Look, إِنَّ خَيْرَ مَنِ اسْتَأْجَرْتَ الْقَوِيُّ الْأَمِينُ. Indeed, this man is strong and trustworthy. The best man you hire ever has to have, man or woman, has to have these two qualities. Remember this. In interview, you have to check if this person is strong, not necessarily physically. For example, accountant doesn't know math. You hire an accountant who doesn't know math. You hire a doctor who doesn't know about medicine. No. So he has to be strong in what he's going to do. Here, since they are going to hire him to be shepherd, he must be physically fit. Because looking after animals is not easy. You need someone strong. And he has the quality. He's young. Second, he is trustworthy. Dad, I could see that when he told me walk behind me. A man like this is going to be very good with sheep. He's not going to steal each day, sell one and say, sorry, the wolf ate it. If he was trustworthy on me, for animals even, it's somehow convincing Dad, don't let this man go. Because the girls want to stay home. I am yet to see a woman who really tries to stay home. So I'm sick and tired of working. I want to stay home, raise my children, love them, be a mother. Okay, so now the father is going to propose to him. Propose what? Let's say another brother. Zaki.
The father said to Musa, I wish to marry you one of these two daughters of mine on condition that you act as my employee for 8 years. Then if you complete 10 years, it will be of your own account. And I do not want to put you in my trouble. You will find me, inshallah, one of the branches.
A great opportunity, don't miss it. They found a good man. So the father, wise, he's old. How long he's going to live? So he needs to protect the girls. One way to protect the girls is to marry one of them to this man. Don't let him go. Right away, he just find out two qualities, he's giving him his daughter. You and I want to know him for 300 years. 300 years. Until he dates your daughter, knows everything about her, and then he doesn't like her at the end, like it's happening now. That day, 5 years, a boy and a girl together. The news, someone came to counseling to me. And I said, how long? 5 years. And then he doesn't like her anymore, she doesn't, they don't want to marry. What is this? Right away. He says, I want you to marry one of my two daughters. Because we are Western in our minds. Most of us, by the way, we pray, but here...
Sheikh, so
yes.
in this case, father has no problem that he is a Bani Israel. He's a Jew. And he is an Arab.
Yes.
So he's got no problem sending.
But the Jews didn't, they were not yet abusing the Arabs. The Jews are slaves. And who enslaved them? The Arabs or the Egyptians?
Egyptians.
Very good. Egyptians is another type of people, by the way. Later on they become Arabs, when Islam comes and spreads. No, till now, no one has abused the Egyptians, the Bani Israel, except Pharaoh and his people. The Arabs have no problem with them yet. The Arabs were not betrayed yet by the Jews.
Sheikh, what was the religion of the Madians at this time?
They were mushriks. They were believing
The father just say, inshallah, you will find he was.
That's why we say, look, there are remnants of people who believe in God. Okay, didn't the Arabs say Allah? When Prophet Muhammad said, if you ask them, who created the heavens and earth, they say Allah, but they don't worship God. Many Muslims say, MashaAllah, Insha'Allah, but they don't pray. Right or wrong?
They're not referring to.
Yeah, no, not necessarily they were believers. Not necessarily they were believers, but they were good people. Now, okay, good. Sister Hani said they were Arabs, they have no problem with the Jews. Because the Jew, we don't have problems with the Jews too. We have problems with them when they occupy Palestine. If they leave Palestine, we are friends, no problem. Please understand, Allah forbids you to hate someone because he is not like you. But someone abuses you, even if he's a Muslim, you should stand up against him. Let alone a Jew or Christian or Hindu or Buddhist. So it's oppression. It's not, he is a Jew, so therefore I must be against him. No. You are against that person because he oppressed you. She oppressed you, even if he's a Muslim.
So at that time, both Jews and the Arabs had monotheism in their.
No, no. They were not Arabs as we know today. Because the Arabs as we know today is Prophet Muhammad who made them who they are. The Arabs were just nomads, they had no prophet actually. No prophet. Because the Arabs were all over Arabia. The only people who had a prophet were in Mecca. Ismail alayhi salam. His father left him and went back after building the Kaaba. Went back to Sarah and left Hajar and her baby growing up with the Arabs. The true prophet who was sent to the Arabs is only one, Muhammad, peace be upon him. That was, yes. The Arabs had only one prophet, he fixed them. And with them, they fixed the world. The Jews had many, many prophets, psychopaths. They killed their own prophets. They subhanAllah. We'll see Musa. When Musa goes back to save them, we'll see what they will tell him.
There was a time that the Jews were the special chosen people of
No. They were chosen only when they practiced Islam. That ayah, don't misunderstand it. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah. وَأَنِّي فَضَّلْتُكُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. And I have made you chosen over mankind. When? When Musa came as a prophet, when Musa said, here is the Torah, follow it. Then at that time you are the best. But there were no Muslims yet. There were no Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So what will make us the best is following the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Meaning at that very time when Musa was sent, this is not a general ayah, this is specific ayah. Musa was giving them a chance to be the best of mankind. Why? By following him. But they refused. So they are not the best. Don't fall into that interpretation. You have to understand the ayah in its context. Even us, if we live this Quran, we don't become the best nation. كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. You are the best nation given to mankind. So is Quran contradicting itself? When he says to Bani Israel, you are the best, and tells the Muslims, you are the best. No. You and them are the best as long as you follow the teachings of your prophets. You go against your prophets, you lose that leadership, that special status. So it's conditional. Not based on race. It's based on following the prophet. Don't fall into this game of the Jews propaganda. They say, you see, your own Quran say, we are the best nation. If you followed Musa, you didn't. After his death, Karankabot again, back to square one. That's why Allah sent the Bukhadnezzar against them and sent so many kings to torture them, including Hitler, the last one. So don't forget, read the Quran in its context. Please, do not read an ayah out of its context. Even the Muslims, even the Arabs, they are not the best of nation if they read Quran. Halas, they lose that status. So you are the best as long as you are with the Quran. You are the best, O Jews, as long as you follow the Torah of Musa. That's what it means. Good that you are telling me what's in your mind. I told you, the level of brainwashing is so high, my brothers and sisters, that sometimes it's difficult to understand. That's why we need, may Allah give us more ulama to teach us the deen. Because most of us now, by the way, careful of YouTube. راسخون في العلم. Take knowledge from people who are deeply rooted in Islamic knowledge. YouTube, Mufti, Yahoo, Sheikh Google. Careful. Careful. Okay, good. So, Sister Hanis mentioned something. Brother Lat mentioned something. Very good. He mentioned the issue of Arabs. No, you think the Arabs are against? Hey, you should be against the Jews of today. Not just the Arabs. You too. Allah will ask you, Yawm al-Qiyamah, the Malays. He will tell you, did you stand? Because Palestine is not just for the Arabs. Palestine is not only, it's not even for the Palestinians. Mecca is not for the Saudis. Mecca is for all Muslims. You, the jungle, the oral Asli Muslim, have right over Mecca. Have right over Medina. Have right over Jerusalem. Allah will ask us all. So you think it's an issue between the Arabs and the Jews only? No. It's every Muslim. They want us to think like that, only Arabs. So they don't want Pakistanis to get involved. They don't want the Muslim of India, the mashallah, Indonesians, no. They don't want the majority. The Arabs. They convinced us, no. It's not an issue between Arabs and non-Arabs. It's between Muslims and non-Muslims. The biggest problem of Palestine today is that people think it's an Arab issue. We have to Islamize the issue. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى مسجد. He mentioned masjid. And Muslim is what? He's a person who goes to the masjid. So it's not race. It's not race. Forget it. But he married an Arab woman. So tell the Jews, why are you racist when your own prophet married? Meaning he had no problem. He saw her a good woman. He married. Look at the hikmah of the father. Look what the father said. He didn't say marry this one. He said, I want you to marry one of them. He gave the choice to Musa. Don't force him. Don't force one of your daughters on someone. Why? Let it come from the man. Because imagine, he said, I want you to marry X. Y will be angry with Dad all her life. If she liked him. We don't know. So leave it up to the man. He chooses. He said this one. Don't ask me which one, how she looked, okay? Don't lose it. The point, he chose one. The oldest or the youngest. It's not my problem, not your problem. The idea is he married. He legally married. He has no money to give. Dowry. So don't forget the point, before dowry. Musa didn't date in his marriage. Right away. Bismillah tawakkalna Allah. Yalla khalas. Love later on. The love comes after marriage, not before. Most people who dated, they are unhappy, sorry, in their marriage. Most of them. Not all. Because actually you sinned before marriage. Well, whoever are you. Don't tell me I shouldn't put me. I don't want confessions. But deep inside, if we taught our sons and daughters, come here. Do you like her? Yalla, move on. That's it. Later on you will know. Here, Prophet, alayhi salam, he says, I want to marry one of them. He said, okay, one of them. This one. That's it. Because love comes from Allah. It's a gift. No matter what you do to love someone, if Allah doesn't put His or her love in your heart, Wallahi, you will never love that person. Even with billions of dollars. So fear Allah, my brothers, is start practicing true Islam. True Islam is, okay, you want to know her? No problem, come to our house. With my permission, while you're sitting, like we said last week, they sit right there, the family sit here, the boy and the girl are talking, and 1 or 2 meetings, 600 meetings, you didn't make your mind yet? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? You know after marriage. Trust Allah. Do you know the pilot and his name and or her name and what they do, what they studied, or you just fly with them? Life and death. You don't even know if there is pilot. Bismillah wa tawakkalna ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, and you fly. Life and death. Actually, you want to play a Bollywood movie. Fear Allah, my brothers and sisters. That's it. I'm against dating before marriage. Date after marriage. Allahu Akbar. Look, here is the story of Musa. The marriage of Musa was based on watering for them. He went arrested. The father met him. Interview, I want you to marry one of my daughters. Are you better than Musa? Is your son better than Musa? And you think your daughter better than those 2 girls? So if you don't know, my brothers and sisters, if you want to be happy, it's up to you. After I leave this class, it's between you and Allah. That's it. That's my job. My job is to wake you up. You don't want to wake up to you. What can I do for you? But this is how. And this is how my children are going to marry, inshallah. Simple as this. And some men allow their daughters to date. For those people, I say, fear Allah, my brother, and a mother shouldn't. Bring your family, come ask the hand. He likes you, accepts you, Bismillah, tawakkalna Allah. When is the marriage? 2-3 months after that. Prepare. Yalla. We don't want I don't know what. Less dowry, more barakah. Rasulullah got married like that. Rasulullah got married like that. Imagine, he works for her. Ya Allah, she liked him. He works for her. And she didn't dare even to speak to him. She speaks to his uncle through her best friend. He accepts. Barakah, yalla, move on. Khalas. Now I want to know, we go makan together, rapid with motorbike. Who's there? Allah. Up to you. Okay, so the father, look what he said. I would like you to marry one of my 2 daughters. It's not shame. It's not a shame that a man says to someone, I would like you to marry one of my daughters. These 2 daughters. It's your choice. But he doesn't have dowry. So okay, no problem. I take dowry as labor. You work for me for 8 years. Of course, 8 years. What do you want? Why 8 years? Why minimum 8 years? Why he told him 8 years?
Sheikh, marry first and work, or after 8 years marry?
No, marry and work. Can. Very good. And this is the ayah where the dowry can be mu'akhar. You know, muqaddam and mu'akhar? Mu'akhar means deferred. No problem. Someone can marry and give dowry to his wife later on. But with men of today, don't do that. Ladies, I say first, you pay first. Later on, men say, Sayang, I don't have money. Can you please make 50% discount? And 50% until I don't have. And then you give me Sayang. She start giving him money. Like, where? No. A man is. Do you know why a man is a man? Because he pays money for his wife. Okay. Why 8 years? Think.
So that the father can study this man and see if he's good for...
No, he already gave him daughter. Marry, go consummate the marriage. He gave him a house, he gave him everything. 8 years, he wants to secure his daughters. He might not be there for 8 years. He was old. Then he said, if you want to add 2 more years, up to you, meaning 10 years. But 8, I want 8 years. An old man, when you give your daughter, let's say, and there is no money, you say, you work for me for 8 years. Meaning, don't marry her and tomorrow say, okay, bye. I'm taking my wife and going back. To Egypt or wherever. Stay with me. 8 years. He wants to, like, son, I want you to marry me. I'm an old man. Within the 8 years, her daughter will be married too. So he's thinking about 2 daughters. One, he secures her by marrying her. The other one, another man will come. If the father is still not, if the father died, who is her wali? Her brother-in-law. So, very genius, old man, genius thinking.
So this is like a prenup, isn't it?
Yes, very good. Prenup. It's like a condition. I allow you to marry one of them, provided my son, you give me 8 years, minimum. Okay, agreed. Musa is in need. Alhamdulillah. Because Fir'aun will kill him anyways. So better stay safe. Let Fir'aun calm down. Politics of Fir'aun grows, problems, this, he forget you. As long as you are going within 1, 2, 3 years, he is still after you. So the hikmah. Look, learn from this. Sheikh, can I give one of my daughters? Why not? Give her to a very good Muslim, but he's student, he doesn't have money. Tell him, okay, you work for me, my son. You work for me. No problem. What is the problem?
Was he working with wage or without?
With. He gave him like part of flocks. Take 2, 3, add, and then as you make money. Why not? Your son-in-law should be poor or should be okay? Your son-in-law should be okay, so that he looks after your daughter. No. He will, no. Free. Doesn't mean I don't make extra. I work for you. Doesn't mean I don't work extra. Yes, for you, I don't charge you. But I make 1 sheep or 2 and I add it. This is mine. Yours is, mashallah, let's say 50 sheep. Alhamdulillah, with time I buy 1. And I add it. So it starts giving me birth. Where is the problem? But he was not charging that because he has to pay. So what pay? Labor. I don't have money. So I pay you in labor. I work for you. Did you see the beauty of this passage of the Quran?
Yes.
How much knowledge we learn from a story. That's why it's the best of the stories. This is Surah alQasas. Musa went refugee, running away from Fir'aun. He did something good. He didn't say, well, I have a problem, I should just care about my problem. A lot of Muslims are like that. When they're in trouble, for example, you're a refugee in this country, you say, sorry, I'm already in trouble, I shouldn't help. You should help. Then Allah will help you. So Musa was really wanted. He saw these 2 young girls, he helped them. Allah gave him reward. He stayed for 10 years, by the way. He added 2 more years. Safura was his wife, who goes with him to Egypt. Behind every great man there is a woman, exhausted woman. True. You always forget that a man is not great by himself. There is someone behind him. Usually it's his mom. After mom is the wife. Sometimes it's the sister who inspires her brother. She loves him so much and she can't advise him. Sometimes it's the daughter. We have one alim in the Hanafi madhab whose daughter was very faqir. She was really, really knowledgeable lady. She married the best student of her father, who was also faqih in the Hanafi. So, daughter of faqih, her father-in-law faqih. Faqih means great scholar. Daughter faqiha. Son-in-law, faqih, student, faqih. So, family of fiqh. MashaAllah. She used to correct her father behind the veil. When the people come for fatwa, she sits and she reminds her father in case he forgets. Because father got old. Yes. So when his best student heard how faqih, he said, Sheikh, I would like to ask for your daughter. Alhamdulillah. We need these stories because the stories of cinta that we hear about, most of them are, na'udhu billah, not really Islamic. We need these stories of pure love. That the girl was liked because of her fiqh, not because of her beauty. He never saw her. MashaAllah. So, Ana will be what? Ade. Mother faqiha. Father faqih. Father-in-law faqih. What do you think the children will be? Faqih. Or an alim. Okay. Oh. So the whole class went for tafseer. Takbir. But ma'lish, it's part of, alhamdulillah, the plan. I was really wanted to talk about a little bit family, but alhamdulillah, it came. So the man, look how humble he said. You will find me, my son, insha'Allah, or al-salih. Always say insha'Allah. Always say insha'Allah, my sisters and brothers. Mean it. Insha'Allah. But not insha'Allah of not coming. Careful. Do you know, when you say to someone, for example, I'm inviting you next week for this, say insha'Allah. If you mean no, then you lie and you use Allah's name. Just say, sorry, I'm busy next week. I'm not coming. Don't wait for me. But some people, they cannot say no. Why you cannot say no? When Allah taught us the first word in Islam is La ilaha illallah. Did you realize that? The first word in Islam is Tida. La ilaha illallah. You didn't see no? You never saw it? In order to be a good Muslim, you have to negate every idol or God beside Allah. So, sorry, I cannot come. Inshallah, inshallah, and then don't come. Don't say that. Don't say that. So he said to him, Inshallah, my son, you will find me salih, meaning you will find me a good father-in-law. I will take good care of you. Of course, I'm taking care of my daughters. I need someone to look after my business. And it's very rare today to find a good person. If you have some business, my brothers and sisters, you better look for qawi, amin, strong, trustworthy. Some of you, why you hire your children, and you know your son is not trustworthy, for example. God forbid, I'm not saying your son, but he's not. But the other guy is very good. You already experienced that person. Why don't you? Then children, most of them, they don't continue the business, or they break it. 28, sister 5.
He, Musa, said that it's settled between me and you. Whichever of the two terms I fulfill, there will be no injustice to me, and Allah is surely over what we say.
Very good. Musa young. Now remember, Musa still young, in his 20s. He's talking to an old man. He's not Prophet of Allah. He's not powerful yet. So he is seeking protection. He says to the good man, ذَلِكَ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَكَ. Okay, settle. I accept your terms of 8 years. Yet he added 2 more years, mashallah. And between me and you, whichever of the 2 terms, whether I do 8 years or 10 years, I fulfill, there will be no injustice against me. Meaning, uncle, protect me. Don't let people touch me. This is very important. Sisters and brothers, you have to feel a little bit safe in order to be able to produce something nice. Anything. If you don't feel safe, you will never achieve. Invent, for example. You cannot invent if you are not safe. You cannot come up with something extraordinary. So safety. الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. Allahu Akbar. Good to hear that. So, is the one who fed them from hunger and gave them security. Security is very important, to feel secure wherever you go. Here is Musa alayhi salam looking for safety. He wants safety. So he's telling the old man, use your influence and come to protect me. Physically I can protect myself. I don't want people to keep bothering me. So the best way is marriage. So he's in-law now. His family. You got it? So the youth, wherever you go, you get married quickly. Serious. The Sahaba, why Islam spread? Why? Marriage. You realize that or not? Now the youth want me to elaborate more, but they're still waiting for me to say something back there. But we made marriage so difficult. Did you realize how difficult marriage is? It's like you're going to be hanged. The feeling is like, pray for me. March the 12th is my hanging day. Well, it was so easy. Look, I want you to marry one of these two. I know you don't have money. Work for me for 8 years. Okay, agree. The father understood from his daughter that she likes also the boy, but he didn't say anything. He didn't lower his level like some fathers do. My daughter can't tell me, do you like so and so? What is that? That's how you talk to your daughter? Come on, man. He understood. The girl is really, because she didn't see a real man in her life, first time. Because the other man, when shepherds, they should say, hey, let's be gentlemen, help the ladies. Let the ladies first. They'll give water and we go. Or help them. No. This man coming from nowhere, doesn't even know them, asked them direct question. What's your problem? They said, we can't pray. Okay, I take care of that. Done deal. He also knew these two girls are good because they could have gone and mixed with the man. Good family. I'm stranger. This, yalla. See the plan of Allah? All this, an answer to this dua. He said it on the way. When he left Egypt, scared, he said this dua. Months of walking, when he reaches, Allah prepared for him. And look, my brothers and sisters, he who leaves something for Allah's sake, look how much blessing Allah gave to Musa alayhi salam. Shelter, wife, good father-in-law, business, work. What do you want? Protection. What do you want? So our youth, when sometimes takut, remember, Musa had nothing on his clothes when he left. And wanted to be killed. Sheikh, you know why I cannot do it? Because I didn't find help. What help did he find? He trusted Allah. Allah gave him the help. So please learn, my sisters and brothers, from this beautiful story. Learn to have tawakkul on Allah. He left his mother. He left Harun. He left his sisters. He left everything. He left great life. He grew up as a prince of Egypt. Now he becomes a refugee. But look, from prince to refugee, look what Allah did to him. But did he say, why, oh God, you do this to me? From prince, from top, to refugee, running away, scared. Have you been tested like this? So what's your test in life? Yalla, don't tell me, just think about it. You think no prophet was tested? Yusuf alayhi salam, from his father's to the well. From the well to palace. Another test. Palace, the woman, the boss of the palace wants zina with him. Goes down where? To jail. Donjian. Understand? Jails of those days were not on like now, on top of, it was underground. You are buried somehow. You don't see the sun. When you get out, you are orang putih. The sun never touched your skin. Sick. Then, back to Prime Minister's office of Egypt. Prophet Musa, Yusuf alayhi salam to me is like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's how you die, my brothers and sisters. It's not how you live. Musa from prince to refugee. Real life is outside. He was never happy with Fir'aun anyways. But he learned to be free. He needs that for da'wah later on. Later on, when he goes back, he had no psychological impairment. He was sound in his decisions. If he grew up with Bani Israel, he would be takut. His mother would always, shh, don't say. If you say, oh, Fir'aun will hear us. So he is always, like there are diseases of the body, there are diseases of the heart. One of them is takut. Takut. You always tell your children, don't say this. Careful. You go to jail. You go, what is this? No. Allah tells you that. So, beautiful story. It continues when Musa alayhi salam goes with Safura. And so, but did you see how you can talk to a Jew in case say, look, you are all wrong in your theory that your mother must be Jew? Because Musa alayhi salam, your own prophet that you love and cherish, he married. So where did you get this idea that your mother has to be Jew? And in Islam we know we follow the father, not the mother. Why we follow the father? Why in Islam you follow? You must be named after your father, not after your mother. Because father can do it and run away. Your mother is stuck with you. You understand? If there is zina, who is in trouble? The man or the woman? The woman. It's the mother who is carrying you. So name him to his father, the Quran said. Let the father be responsible. You got it? Islam, beautiful. So Musa now is being prepared. He's going to turn shepherd. I told you all the prophets were shepherds. The difference between Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and Musa is that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was shepherd in his childhood. Musa in his youth, but all of them were shepherds. And why Allah wants all the prophets to be shepherds? There is hikmah. Who knows it?
Leadership. Is to lead the shepherd.
Very good. A shepherd is a leader. Very good. What else? Patience. Do you know how much patience you need? Especially with some stubborn sheep. Good. Allahu Akbar. Tell him turn left, he's going right. Tell him come here, he's going. Tell him the wolf is there, he said it's okay. So sabah. Another thing. Do you know the shepherds are very alert? You learn to be alert. Why? The moment you up, the wolf will take one or two. Then, so you have to be constantly on your toes. So, and that's what a leader needs to be. He has to be updated, in charge. What else? Rahmah. Do you know how much mercy shepherds have to animals? Why, especially babies? Each time there is one baby born, on the way, while you, because you think what, Your sheep will register at KPG next Wednesday with the oncologist. Alas, come labor on the way, yallah. Then you carry that baby. You help her, she's so mercy. So shepherds learn these qualities. And actually you should let your kids pet animals. Especially sheep, cattle. Let your children, for brothers who can afford, you know, you have kampong, let your kids go to the kampongs. I told you this many, many times. Allah blessed me by growing up in from my mother's side. MashaAllah, my mother family had quite rich. They have land, so we love to go. Oh, we just wait for summer break, spring break, winter, no, there is only month. Winter and summer we are there. So we grew up learning this type of thing. Very important to have mercy in your heart. So Alhamdulillah, Allah bless us with this wonderful passage today from Surah alQasas. You have seen few verses. It opens so much knowledge. I ask Allah to bless me and you and those who sponsored this class. And I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive us and to make us like this man who quickly married his daughter. He didn't let her date, he didn't let her this, he didn't let her this. And how long you need to know a man? Two qualities he saw in him, that's it. I can trick you by looking so religious. No. He didn't say, do you pray or not here, by the way. Here. Why? He himself is not a Muslim. But he is looking for something that makes his daughter happy. This man can protect her and he's trustworthy. So, there are two more qualities in leadership in Surah Yusuf. So these two we have seen today in leadership. Islamic leadership, when we teach, do you know this is a subject, leadership in Islam? So there are four qualities. The first one, huwa, power, strength. Number two, trustworthiness. Trustworthiness. Amana. You are amana. Honesty. The third one and fourth one is in Surah Yusuf. Qawiyul Amin. Here it is. Hafidhul Alim. Hafidh, knowledgeable. Alim, knowledgeable, knowledge. And Hafidh. What is Hafidh? It's another form of trustworthiness. But I will not let this amana get lost. I will not lose it. So protection. Protection. Hafidh, alim. So these are the four qualities of leadership. Quwwa, power. Trustworthiness, amana. Knowledge of the matter you want. For example, you are going to lead guides on tourism. You need to know where you're going. You need to know the jungle. Imagine you have never gone to jungle and say, okay, follow me, let's take you. You will never get out from the jungle. You become Quran Asli if you survive. Protection. Do you protect your ra'yat, your followers? Do you protect the money? If you are, let's say, finance, do you protect the money? So parents, you are all leaders. Your children should always see you powerful, no matter what. Even pain, don't say sakit. Pretend you're okay. Children, do you take them as amana? Do you protect them? And do you know how to parent them? Okay? May Allah bless you all. Ya Allah, may you give us rahmah and maghfirah. May you, Ya Allah, shower us with your hikmah. Ya Allah, those who taught us anything good, our ustaz, our shuyukh, our ulama, our parents, our grandparents, anyone who taught us anything good, may you, Ya Rabbil Alameen, give them Jannatul Firdaus. Because we don't make dua for our ulama, for our teachers, or for parents who taught us, or grandma who told you a nice story, or made you. Ya Allah, those who love us, love them back. And love them so much. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Ya Rabbil Alameen, cover us with more rahmah. Have rahmah in our hearts, so that we show it to mankind. Ya Allah, protect this country and all Muslim countries. Ya Allah, make us understand the story of Musa as a young man, so that our youth have good example to follow. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. See you next Sunday inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Tell your friends to join us.